is Jules Mitchell here from the Big Happiness Experiment. Joyshot Jules, and I have a Joyshot for you today, which is a fantastic, brilliant biohack for your brain that can help us during times of stress, overwhelm, when we're feeling scared, when we're feeling worried. Because what happens to our brains and our nervous systems when we do start to feel anxious and worried and scared is that it can start a reaction in the brain called the fight or flight response. Now, that's the very simplistic version of it. There is a lot more that goes on. But when we do go into this alarm mode, as I like to class it as, what happens is that a lot of the blood, sounds disgusting, doesn't it? But a lot of the blood that is in your brain and in your head drains out of your body and is sent to the parts of your body that need this extra energy to actually be mobilized, to move, to allow you to run away from the problem or to defend yourself and to fight. Now, of course, this comes from our prehistoric brains, but we still have the same system today. Now, alongside this, we have evolved and we have our brains have grown, and we now have something called the frontal lobe. I'm just getting my brain. And with regards to this is really the front part of your brain. It's very simplistic again. And in there you've got your prefrontal cortex. And your prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain that you do your thinking in. It's where, I call it your clever cortex. It's where you have all your cognitive ability. So when we go into alarm brain, what can happen is that cognitive ability becomes dimmed down. We have what I heard someone say once, and I thought it was brilliant. We have something like a DIY lobotomy for our brain, and we are given what we need to be able to defend ourselves. So when we are frightened and when we are scared and we are anxious because of all of this information, this negative news that keeps on coming to us, then this causes our alarm brain to kick in. So this is a tool, this is one of my Joyshots that I call level-headed. And all you have to do for level-headed is quite simple, really. It's a bit weird, it's a bit mad, but it makes a difference. So what you have to do is just rub your hands together really fast, okay, until you can feel the heat and the friction in your hands. And then you place one hand over your forehead and the other hand over the back of your head. So basically, you've got this warmth coming through your forehead and coming through the back of your head. And then what you do is just swap that over, so you do it the other way round. And if you want to do some breathing while you're in this position, that will also really boost this particular Joyshot. So you could do some nice diaphragmatic breathing, where you breathe into your belly and breathe out. Or you could do a sigh and smile, where you do a big sigh and smile at the end of it. Now, when this happens, when you do this, what's actually happening is when you rub your hands together, your hands are covered in acupressure points. And when you rub them together, you stimulate those acupressure points and you draw the blood into you. Well, you actually magnetize your hands. That's what you do. You make them little magnets. And then when you place them on your head, what you then do is this magnetic charge that you have caused inside your brain literally pulls back up into your head the blood that you need in your brain. And it also helps to reoxygenate you, your nervous system. It is a brilliant biohack for when you are experiencing brain fog and experiencing this sort of overwhelm. So that is, I've got it in with my within 6 minutes today. That is my little 6 mad minutes, making a difference to you, giving you tools, giving you strategies, giving you a little bit of simple science to help make a difference to you. So hopefully that is something you'll put into practice. Would love to hear some comments, how you're all getting on with it. And I'll see you again in another 6 mad minutes with Jules. Take care.
If you've enjoyed this video, then I would highly recommend you check out the courses that we have available at the moment. On the Big Happiness website, you will find links to any courses that we've got available. 2 that I would highly recommend to you are 1, Hardwiring Happiness. That is a 7-day experiment into learning how you can start to hardwire your brain and your nervous system for happiness. It is jam-packed with tools, with techniques, with knowledge, with the science of self. So that's number 1. Number 2, if you fancy a deeper dive and a much more experiential experience, then I would recommend Boost to you. Now, Boost stands for Biohacks to Optimize and Organize Self-Exploration and Transformation. Basically, it's about helping you to build real resilience amid fear and uncertainty. So if you're ready to make sense of your thinking, your behaviors, your negative patterns, those patterns of protection that I like to call them, then Boost would be a good place for you to go and explore yourself. So have a look at the links and I hope to see you there.